Hello everyone, Travis here with GameSpot Esports at IPL 5, and I'm actually joined by Scarra from Team Dignitas. So first off, Scarra, how is Dignitas doing in the event so far?
We're, top 3, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, top 3. Right up there with Fear and Me Playground. So I'm hoping to place first, but, we'll see what happens.
I'm really excited to see a full North American top 3 at an event. Like, that was something I didn't know if we'd see. And so seeing you, Fear, and Meet Playground up there is just fantastic.
Yeah. Some people said we couldn't do it. Some people said we were trash, but who's eating their words now, Double Lift,
Exactly. Who is eating their words now, Double Lift? Anyway, obviously you're out here. You've been doing some analysis on camera and stuff for IPL. It's unfortunate that your team couldn't make it out. Patoy made it out here, so you're kind of here. But how's this been going for you? How's the event?
The event's been really good. I actually like the format a lot better than Worlds.
Yeah.
I just feel like it just shows a lot of high-quality games. There are very good teams here, and teams who aren't good get out really early. But it's still a very high. The quantity of games is very high, but the quality doesn't drop. And so, especially for stream viewers, it's very, very nice. And for me, I've seen some of the best games here and some of the best storylines because they're. I don't know. I just like the double elim bracket, and I really like the group stage Korean-style round robin. Everything's been good so far here.
So you mentioned good games and good storylines. What are some of your favorite moments so far and some of your favorite stories?
Obviously, Fnatic and World Elite showing some real devastating games here. I would have liked to see CLG and CLGU win. I kind of knew. I saw the World Elite game where CLGU World Elite outplayed the series. One of the few teams where Froggen can't carry his whole team against. That just shows how good they are. The CLG NA games they could have won. They misplayed twice, or multiple times during their game. I think realistically they could have had a top 4 at this event, but with Loco as their support and this being their second LAN, a top 6 was was a pretty decent showing for them and better than their fans expected, which is weird because going to this event, CLG NA was the only team that gave us issues.
Right.
And so we always said they were the best NA team after Chaucer went to jungle. Top 6 not too bad, but I guess not too good either.
So apparently they got 5th and CLG got 6th because I asked Hotshot about that earlier, and he said that he called it, and so because of that, CLGU has to respect it. So he's 5th, they're 6th.
Damn. Okay. Get crushed.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Get crushed, Froggen.
Get crushed, Froggen. Speaking of CLGNA, what do you think of them? You said they have been doing pretty strong before this. You guys weren't that surprised, but talking to them earlier, Chaucer said that he feels like they messed up, and so he's not really proud of their performance here. And Hotshot said that he thinks that they're maybe even in worse shape than before they got Voyboy, just because they're still trying to get accustomed to the new lineup and that kind of thing. Do you think that's a fair assessment of the team? And if so, why do they seem to be the top team right now for North America?
I think just moving Chaucer to the jungle was the biggest thing. Yeah. He's always been able to conceptualize really well as a support role, but from a support role you can only carry so hard. Yeah. There's a reason why CLG NA's bottom lane usually won every exchange, even with the jungler present of the enemy jungler. Now their bottom lane's a little bit weaker, but Chaucer can make more plays, so they end up winning more games throughout, and it's pretty much the biggest thing. Hotshot going top is okay, whatever. He's a top lane support player. That's pretty much the gist of it. He's a top. It's very weird because no one else really plays that way. Yeah. He doesn't have a different style. He can't switch. He literally plays tanks. He supports. So he's a top lane support player, which is Chaucer told me was a very accurate description. And Loco, new player. He's not that good at support. I can just flat out say he's made he made mistakes at this tournament which costs his team games. Yeah. And I honestly didn't think the Fnatic game was theirs to throw, and they did throw. Had they been in a little bit better form, probably top 4, but they're the best team right now because of Double Lift and Chaucer. Yeah. I think pretty much everyone would agree with me on that. At least from most of the pro players I've talked to have stated the same thing. They're the ones who make all the plays. They're the ones who carry most of the games. You have, they have issues right now with champion versatility, and GG mid being he'll never win lane 1v1. He has a very bad laning phase. That's notoriously what he's been really bad at. He doesn't CS that well. He never really wins 1v1. I don't even remember the last time he beat anyone 1v1, to be honest. But his team fight pressure makes up for it. However, getting to team fights is like hard for them because like you just early pressure them and take objectives and they can't do anything. Hotshot has issues playing top lane without a ward, so it's very predictable where they're gonna pick, what's gonna happen, and just taking advantage of Doublelift and Chaucer, which is hard.
Well, let's switch gears because we talked about CLG, but Fnatic also one of the big stories, as you mentioned yourself. Like, what occurred there? Because those guys seem to just slumber throughout all of Season 2. As soon as Season 2 finishes, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're one of the top teams in the world again. So what do you think is happening there? Is it just reckless on the team now, or who's causing this to occur?
I agree with Doublelift in saying that European mids are really good. I think Fnatic has done a really good job at being able to adapt to stuff. They not only think of new strategies, but incorporate them on the fly, and that's stuff that teams won't do because a lot of teams won't take that risk. But Fnatic is like, sure, let's go for it, and they'll send like 2 mid, they'll do Bruiser mid, they'll do just a lot of very kind of risky things. Like their level 1 strategy, to be honest, was really, really, really questionable. I think a lot of games they did like I saw apparently I was talking to the CLG Prime, and what happened again against them is that a lot of games they started 1 ward on the map, and that's like, and the ward didn't even cover middle. They run to your blue buff and ward your blue. That's the only ward they have on the map. It's like some of the riskiest stuff they can do, and it worked out for them in the end though, and I just feel like they're very, very strong players, and they develop good teamwork throughout the day, or throughout not just the day, but since like Tales of the Lane, is that right? I didn't expect them to perform this well, and if you had asked me when they came in, I would have been like, they'll place top 6. Yeah. But now they're definitely top 3, so predict a 3rd place, 2nd place showing. They're very, very scared of World Elite right now. Like I remember talking to some people, and they talked like the Fnatic people, and they're like, yeah, they think World Elite's going to win this event. So World Elite looking like the heavy hitters.
Yeah. Well, okay, wrapping it up then, let's talk about it. Who do you think is going to win?
I wanted M5 to win. When I saw the top 8, I was like, I want M5 to win because I like how they play. And they're very fun to watch, but it just didn't happen. I think World Elite will win, because that's the team everyone is scared about. And typically the general like opinion of the pros is that World Elite's looking the scariest here. Fnatic has the ability to adapt, but World Elite has just some outstanding players and some of the best teamwork. Like their transitions are very solid, very crisp. They take 1 tower, rotate immediately, send 4 to 1 lane, rotate. They're like top to middle to hold the lane, then rotate back. It's very, very clean stuff. It's very nice to see as a pro player.
All right, I know that I said that was going to be the last question, but if Team We wins, Martin will have successfully predicted the winners. And I know he's already been hyped about a lot of the other predictions he's made here. How concerned are you about Martin correctly predicting it, and what the fallout will be for the entire League of Legends scene if that occurs?
Well, you know how the Mayans predicted that this would be the end of the world? Yeah. That's probably what's going to happen if he's right. And the thing is, he probably will be right. So the Mayans predicted it correctly.
All right, so I guess everyone should pack up and get ready to make final amends or whatever before the world ends, because Team We might actually win this thing, and if they do,
rob a bank.
Yeah, Scarra says rob a bank. Dignitas Scarra, rob a bank 2012. That's a quote for this event, I believe. Thanks so much for the interview, Scarra. Looking forward to seeing some more of your analysis throughout the rest of the event. I don't know, you have anything more you're going to be doing, or are you just relaxing and gambling?
Probably this is going to be my last day, so I'll gamble a little bit and just hang out with people. I know there's like some random event later after parties. Yeah, just thank you to my sponsors, my fans, and the organization. OD couldn't be here with me today because our manager actually had a fire in his house, so he left early. Yeah, so it sucks. Bad. It sucks, but hopefully his family's doing okay, and we'll be good to go.
Well, good luck to Odie out there. Hope everything's fine. This is Travis at IPL 5, the final day. We're going to see if Team We can pull it out and in the world when they do. This is GameSpot Esports, GameSpot.com/esports for the rest of our IPL 5 esports coverage.